Hello, welcome to Spade TV and welcome to this episode of Sunburst Digest. You know that here, everything that is trending, everything that is going on, everything that you want us to talk about, we'll sit here and we'll talk about it raw like that for you. That is why we are nicknamed Kasapreko, because we believe in calling a spade and in unity, in diversity. In today's episode, we are going to talk about one crucial thing that every Ghanaian has or will suffer from or is suffering from. Yes, when you go to these government agencies to get your birth certificate, to get your passport, to get your land documented, I mean the Lands Commission Customs Office, you go and they'll give you a receipt. You see, they will say, oh, maybe pay 100 cedis, you get it in 3 months. But you pay the 100 cedis and you get it in 8 years because they are waiting for you to pay an additional money to it so that they can actually release the thing fast for you. Meaning this is extortion of money going on in government agencies. That is what today we are going to digest. But you know that we can't do that on our own unless someone has just given us the nod. Someone is behind us. The Ogboro is behind us, and I'm talking about Sunburst Healthcare. Let's go for a quick commercial break from them. When we are back, I'll introduce to you my panelists. Then we will digest the show.
Hello, Abusiafo. But Sunburst medicated powder. Now on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one years is never good out at all. About cough, I'm a what so.
Or don't.
It's what now I'm why you say. A crow. Sakakarere, a yam, a crow, a juniper de aboso. And only Sunburst medicated ointment, a bebwao.
My possum, to me.
Who when Pedro be Onya, men's na home man when I'm out and who in the massy. What possible complaining na at so betra, Potter Sunburst herbal balm. You're from Mama Sunburst. Sunburst products, a duchum.
Obenya Sunburst products, our pharmacies, any herbal shops name. To phone friend 0551 907 393. FDA, I did Jedi and Kratoya too.
Welcome back from that quick ad from our sponsors. Now let's go to my guest in the studio, to the panelist who is going to grace today's show. He's your hyper. When you post something on his wall, trust me, whether you are underground, whether you are under rock or you are under it, you're going to go viral. Ladies and gentlemen, Surgical. Surgical. It's nice to have you once again on the show. You know, it's always an honor when you come around. People actually love, our viewers actually love you. And they love your style of presentation.
Thank you.
And I must say, I admire your charisma as well.
Thank you.
Surgical, today we are going to talk about a very complicated issue, extortion, which is going on in government agency offices. You see, especially passport office and the Lands Commission and Customs. Let me use passport because that's what I have experienced before. When I was doing my passport, I paid everything. I did everything online without having to go to any collection man. Now, it was supposed to come in 3 months till now. We are talking about somewhere in May till now. But when I called someone at the passport office to check it up on me, for me, the person said that actually the passport has been printed and sent to the park where I did. But if you go there, they tell me that it has not been printed. Why? They need money. Someone actually came and said, oh, if you can give me like 500 cedis, I'll get it for you. Why do they do that?
You see, we live in a country whereby people actually take the laws into their own hands. It took down parade to start straightening some of the laws that we have in our country. At a point in our history, policeman is expected to be above the law. Yeah, but now it's been straightened. People understand that policeman is just like a friend. I see people who actually are drinking and police people are around there, they are drinking, they're okay. I see people who are drinking, smoking jorts, and police people are there, nobody complains. I see people who are actually, like there are so many things going on, the police is just there also respecting the fact that you have to make sure there's peace, sanity, and there's comfort wherever they find yourself. So some of this is not getting straightened. Now back to your question. The government has been corrupt from day one. Now, everybody wants to get into the ministry, the governmental roles and their positions like that, become the minister or whatsoever. When they get the chance of assuming that seat, they know that a shortest term for a government to rule is 4 years. And per the time they want to be in office, they quickly have to absorb, collect everything before that time expires. But they believe that right after that time expired, there is no other party that I can work with. There's nothing else I can do with any other political party or any other. So let me make all that I need to make right now before the time comes. And it's going down the drain, affecting we, the citizens. So like you said, when you apply for such thing, passports, you have land documents and custom, everything, all those things like that. There is a short duration that thing's supposed to last. Genuinely, it's very much short. Now, they have inflated and fast forwarded the speed in such a way that they see you to be in need, that you've forgotten your own rights to actually be on time with the fact that this thing is supposed to last for only 1 hour when you file it. That one's supposed to last for only 3 months when you file it. And you are sure that it's supposed to last for that duration when you file it. Now, they want you to see yourself as you don't know the law, you don't know what goes into it. In fact, you are not even educated. So you should pass back door, come give them extra pay, give them something more or less like motivation before they can attend to your work. So what the government is paying them at where they are not okay with it.
They are not okay with what
they
the
want
government
extra. Good. They want extra. So that one, I'll then bring it down to the government. Government has employed you based on your certificate and your work and all those things. If it indeed you have the degree before being there, you have that diploma before working there, you should know that the single spine it cuts across this figure. You should be expecting that. Now, if you want to make extra, nobody prevents you from doing an additional job somewhere. Go do that job. But you want extra, you want to make the same extra for that job they are paying you from. That is where the problem becomes so big.
And the extra they want to make is even higher than their
salary.
The
actual pay they are getting every month. So in other words, they don't want to touch the actual pay. They want to make extra higher. They want to extort you. They want to squeeze you up. They want to drain you out for you to be scared of getting things done genuinely. Now, some of the effects of that is illegal means. So somebody who is a PC wizard, graphic designer, very hardcore, will take a look at somebody's own. Charlie, how did they do it for you? I can do it for you in my room. So you are giving room for more synthetic, more fake things to be produced. Because when you want to get the original thing, somebody wants to eat a lot of money out of it. So why don't you go the shortcut way and get it? And that's even though it's going to harm you at the long run, you will go through to a certain age. Somebody was discovered outside the country that the passport was not really original. He has already flied the plane already. And that person's job was just to sit in the plane to get to the other side. And he has got to the other side before they realized it. Yes, and they flew him back. And he was so happy. He has sat on plane.
So when I was doing mine, there is this guy who came and he used this connection, Guru boys, who are doing the work.
That's it.
And the guy had taken 1,200 from him to get the passport done. So he was supposed to take his biometrics and his picture at the corporate passport application center. When he got there, they realized the guy was a scam. The guy was actually taking the money. The guy doesn't know anybody there. But he has printed everything. He did everything online. The guy doesn't know anybody there. He has just taken the money, extorted the money from him. When the guy called him, he started insulting. A whole grown man was crying.
Yeah. He thought actually this guy is a genuine guy.
He's a genuine guy.
You see, so this is why I blame the government so much involved into this. Because if they're not set up an institution where you put qualified people there, I'm sure they went through orientation. This is your office. This is your kind of job. This is how much we are paying you. If you don't like it, get back to the government. Government, I think my job is too tedious to the extent that you need to give me this amount of money. Government will agree, okay, yeah, we can't pay you, resign. Somebody else can do it. Let the person come over and do it. But for you to keep quiet, you are scared of reaching the government. You are scared of reaching your boss to let your boss know the money you are paying. It's not enough as compared to the amount of data I'm entering, and so do something about it. Rather than you taking the law into your own hands,
and going
inflating the price, and tell the person that if you want express, who does that? So in the case of that, you are making the citizens suffer. We are suffering and we'll be blaming the government all the time. When people blame the government, so many people do not understand.
Yeah.
The thing that is not the government, it's just this office. But who has control over that office?
The government. Ladies and gentlemen, be reminded that you are still watching Sunburst Digest, and this episode is proudly brought to you by Sunburst Healthcare. We have the Sunburst Balm, the Sunburst Medicated Powder, and also the Sunburst Ointment, which is going to clear off all pimples, all acne, and all skin problems, which is going to make your skin look smooth. We also have the Sunburst Hand Sanitizer. We have the Sunburst Liquid Soap, which is very foamy. I trust you. If you use a drop, you get to shine everything that you are washing. And we have the Sunburst Rubbing Alcohol for all surfaces, and also to keep your wounds fresh, and it will die early. Or is that not how they say it in the layman's? Yeah, to just clear off all the wounds like that, and you will also be good. What do you think the government can do about this to just curb these whole issues? Because it's becoming unprecedented.
What I think the government needs to do is to be specific about jobs, rules to play in jobs, and the amount of pay, salary they're going to get. If government come clean and be like, look, this jurisdiction, this institution, if you get there, this is how much we are paying you. Because some of us are aware of how much the government, the president and the ministers and stuff,
they are earning.
Their salary are out there, we are aware about it. So what prevents you from letting somebody know that when you enter into this comfort company, this is how much you'll be paid? Nothing prevents you from doing that. So the government needs to come down to the level of, in fact, it needs to be published out there that if you notice somebody who wants to take this amount of money for your passport, report that person.
It has become people's daily job. You see that most of the, when you're walking around and you see these cafes and internet centers, they'll write online passport application here, online birth cert application here, online this is driver's license, business certificate.
It wasn't like that some years ago. It wasn't like that some years ago. Even if you are to access something like that, it should be, we have devices, you have laptops, you have your phones. It should be one-on-one thing. It shouldn't be going to somewhere else to try doing that. If it can be like that, you want to open it widely for somebody to go into a cafe, a general place to do that. Believe me, there's going to be illegal means things going on there. Moreover, things pertaining to passport, birth cert, and these things, it should be strictly dealt with, because these are things that comes with vital informations. Are you getting information that could lead to somebody's way back location and duration and things he has done way back. These things are quite vital. You dare not put them in public domain out there. You know, I quite remember when I was trying to get my DVLA license, I had to come all the way to the wager here and the DVLA office there, and someone was, when I got there, someone met me for the chairman, are you coming to do the passport? I say, yeah, I want to do my driving license. Okay, actually, you know, if you give me just 300 cities, everything could be. But as at then, it was just 100 cities flat. So I went to the driving school academy. So they took my first cover for me. This is something called first cover, and then after first cover, then you come for your license and stuff. So time is due, and I was prepared. I know the road signs and everything about car, ignition, left, right, and brake acceleration, and all those things, because I knew I was coming to the first exam. All together for this gentleman to tell me that, Chairman, that thing is a waste of time. Give me 300 cities. Let me just fill the thing for you. Wow.
So all these things can be done.
So you mean I can just give you that money right now and sit back and wait for 10 minutes for you to enter the office and come back and present me my passport and say yes?
The license.
My license, sorry. I say yes. He said, oh, but I've already learned all these things. No, let me go through it. The man got angry, and I went through it. Luckily enough, he wasn't anybody close to even the markets or anybody playing role in the office there.
Who would have come to?
I'm telling you, he would have really marked me 0 or marked me down and tell me that, let me catch you. I told you to come in. You see, so moving forward, the only way government can curtail this or to handle this is when they come straight forward. They let us know that every citizen, if you want this thing, go straight to the right channel. If it is a portal, you need to go to www.passportoffice.com. Go there, let them ask you of your name, your everything before they even open a whole portal for you to fill in the details. Let's not allow anybody to go print it out, have the form, put it on his own office. No. That is how we need to go about it.
There is one problem. The whole Ghana,
Yeah.
there is only one passport printing center, not application center. Printing center. It's only in Accra.
Just look at that.
So if somebody fails or does biometrics at Tamale, the person needs to wait till the passports, the forms are flown from Tamale all the way to Accra.
Dealt with and then sent all the way back to. So I mean, as a country, I really do not know what we're going.
Are we going forward or are we going backwards?
Actually, we're going backwards. If you ask me, we're going backwards. Yeah. So someone like that, someone will choose to travel to Nigeria, stay there for a couple of times, and go and apply for a passport there genuinely, and the person will be given, even though you not be recognized as a nationality part, a national part of
it can be a dual citizen.
Yes. They can do that for you to get your passport and use that channel to penetrate to wherever you are going. And finally, if you've made that money huge enough to pay for the bribe to get the original passport in Ghana, then you do it. People are using those ways. So government need to be up and running, up and doing. The institutions pertaining to these various governmental positions need to be up and doing. See, if it doesn't start from then now, I don't know where you're going to start. We're going to continue like this. There will be theft, there will be illegality, there will be all manner of ways to. And then remember, people who are eager about this will always be found wanted. They will always be messed up, because you just got this invitation and you need to fly. You need to go by the next 1 month, the next 2 weeks. I understand that the passport office itself, when you get there and you want express, they can genuinely do express for you. Can. But that one is not coming out. They are leaving for the Goro boys on the street to do that.
There is express of 1 month. So if you know that if you get an invitation to travel, it will be some relevant days for you to
yes,
able to get your visa and everything. So the passport has an express of 1 month. But even that one, it doesn't come. Just like the standard, it does not come on time.
I think there's a huge, huge reshuffle and a huge turnaround that needs to happen in our institutions pertaining to governmental offices, things that have to do with our passport, our birth cert, our licenses,
Ghana cards and stuff.
Cards and all these things. The government has to be vigilant in this area, because people can even hack into such a thing and use it for any kind of thing. I remember my cousin was at home when he received a certain code, JPPM on the code. It's like, please, a friend called, Charlie, have you gotten some code? He said, yes, please send it to me. He being naive didn't know, send the thing to him, not knowing. The one who did that was a scammer, a fraudster. He used my cousin's details for a certain application or form somewhere. And then at the end of the day, boom, the thing came all right, but he went to him. And he being naive about it, sent the details to the guy went, used the process and got what he wants. Whether he was shipping goods or he was cashing out some money, it has happened. Luckily enough to the good news that my brother relocated from that. Later on, we heard that the police were after that guy and they traced the number. They were maybe about to apprehend my brother, but they realized that the location my brother is totally. That was what saved him. So you see, if the government is not smart on these things, these are some of the things that we'll be ending ourselves into.
Sajika, let's go and take some water break from Sunbest Healthcare. When we are back, we'll go more into the story.
Hello, abusiafo. But Sunbest medicated powder. Now on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one yes, see, never good out at all. About cough, I'm a what so.
Or don't. It's what now I'm on why you say. A crow.
Sakakarere, a yam, a crow, a juniper bosso. And only Sunbest medicated ointment, a bebwao.
My possum, Nina to me.
Who when Pedro be Onia, meant na home man when I'm out and who in the massy. What possible complaining na at so betra, Koto Sunbest herbal balm. You're from Mama Sunbest products, a duchum.
Obenya Sunbest products, our pharmacies, any herbal shops in name. To phone friend 0551 907 393. FDA, I did ready and crack to your tomb.
Welcome back from that quick break. Surgical Law is still here, and we're still looking at extortion going on in government agency offices like passport, customs, immigration, and a whole lot. It's kind of just rambling my head like that because I am a victim. You can also be a victim. Somebody out there, your friend, your brother, your sister, your cousin, can also be a victim. Now, surgical. You see, when it comes to getting this kind of document, in the Western world, some of them you just even have to send it through email to them, and you'll be called that your documents are ready. Why can't we implement same things in Ghana?
Okay, so let me start from a place that ordinary Ghanaian will understand. In the Western world, last I checked, they have what we call satellites, and it's not just one satellite; they have multiple of them out there. In Africa continent, say Africa alone, Ghana is sharing a satellite with over 2, 3, 4 African countries. And it's only one.
And we only have only one independent, the one that African, so All Nations University launched.
That is what we are saying. We are even depending on currently. And All Nations, just imagine the name is All Nations. So it has a lot of other people benefiting from it. Now, before you can get to that level where you can just send a code or get through a code, you also need to build your internet, your satellites. It must be up and do it. Okay, we have University of Technical, Kwame Nkrumah, all these things around, but nothing as such has been produced so far. We just hoping in the near future they come up with something like that. But currently, we have only one that everybody is jumping on, hopping on, to do all sorts of things on. So it's quite difficult if you want to create certain mediums like that for people to be able to get access to those things quickly. But not talking of that in a very less way, we can also look at it from the angle whereby the telecommunications that privately have got one or few ones on their own running can also be partnered when it comes to the constitution, the government, to be able to have them grant them access to use their quarters to run that service. Now, it is so safe being done like that. This is because with that, they have your details already. They know who exactly that is requesting for or who wants that. So it comes directly to your email. It comes directly to you, and all you have to do is just key in the necessary things, and then you are done to go. Because your details partially is believed to be there. They just wanted to be sure that the one filling, are you the same person? Because people do use people's phones, people do use people's devices. They just want to be sure that you are the one. So if we have such mechanism available in our country, I think it's a step forward to solve that solution. So I can be here, and just when I get on www.Ghana license or Ghana port or Ghana migration, this thing to get every information, it should be sent to me directly, not through any other means. It comes to me directly, and should I do something fidget with it, they should be able to trace me alone and know that no, this guy requested we sent it to him, but the code we sent to him, the code is reflecting somewhere else. It also helps in cybercrime. They're able to detect that no, this guy alone requested for it, but we end up realizing that he's been duplicated and copied and photocopied, and like 3 people are trying to use the same thing. One of the things happening when it comes to the passport area is that some people are so naive to the extent that when they get the form, those days when they get the form, they photocopy the forms. They forget that the serial code is not the same. And so when you get to the passport office area, there are lots of fraudulent things that happens at the passport office that they don't usually bring out also. So bringing the ball down also, the passport office must also be doing well, the immigration office must also be doing well. When they realize any fault, anybody trying to pass the back, they should also bring the person out, let us know that yes, system I still wanted to do this and we caused them. If they want to bring the person's name, let you know that something has happened and these are the community it happened for, these are the kind of people it happens to. Let these details come out.
Like when Aisha One decided to register for Ghana card.
Good! How can Aisha One register for Ghana card? You're not Ghanaian. A fully grown Chinese man, a Chinese lady, a Chinese man. You know, and all of a sudden you want to know.
They have the non-citizen ECOWAS card. You see, it will be written in red ink as a non-citizen. But the problem was she had actually had one before she was deported. So when she came, she went to China, changed her name, entered Ghana through Togo,
and she's now
and wanted to register for another Ghana card.
You see?
So the biometrics was what got her caught.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Assume we have multiple satellites, these things will be dealt with. In fact, the Ministry of Information or Ministry of Digitalization, big up to Bayonia, shout out to Bayonia. The Ministry of whatever in charge would have a solely dedicated channel to operate fully. As of now, all of the internet waves and all the waves that are raised now is channeled to only one satellite. They should just imagine how difficult it is, the pressure we are mounting on that. Like,
what recommendations would you give?
Well, I would recommend that the government partner with other African countries to, as soon as possible, get the next set of satellites, the next medium of getting things requested by the citizens to them easily and quickly. If you can create a sub offices in every community, there was a time ago we had one district, one factory. If you can't do that in every district, where you're going to create a very portable small office, immigration, passport, license, because sometimes the distance is also a crazy thing to do.
They can make a region.
We have 16 regions in Ghana now. So each region has one set of passport office, immigration office, license office, all these things. So everybody going in that region will know that, okay, if I want something, let me just walk to this office, I'll be sorted out. You don't need to take a car all the way to, it's killing. So my recommendations are those stuff. Government should work hard at getting extra satellite for electronic means, so that one will be sorted out. Government should also provide regional offices in terms of all these things to make it easier. And most of us,
offices too.
Yes. We need to have that. And most of us who are also middle class or lower class earners or people who can actually access these things online, they should also have it genuinely, arranged, so that when we get on those portals and we want to file for such passport or such papers, we know that it's genuine. It's not something that somebody will be demanding extra money from us.
Surgical, it's always an honor when we have you on the Sunburst Digest, because you speak so well of yourself. You're very knowledgeable. Let me commend you on that.
It's the work.
Yeah.
It's the work.
And it's always good when we get you on the show. It's always good when we get you on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, time factor, because of that, this is where we will just leave you for today. But I promise you that we'll bring you more on this particular topic, because there are so many things that we have to talk about. And as he said, big shout outs going on to Baumia for digitalization, because it has really helped us in a whole lot of ways here in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'll end today's Sunburst Digest. This episode was probably brought to you by Sunburst Health. Let me give a big shout out to my crew who have helped me to bring this show to you. They've made it a success. Let me say, Gemini, yes, he handled camera and also the lights. And we have Sokode there giving us the moral support. And a very big thank you going out to our executive producer, Madam Julie. Madam Julie, if we didn't get you, they say,
sorry.
I'll continue sitting now. What if you stand up and the person leaves? I'll keep on sitting up. My name is my branch here. Now, don't forget to like our video. This video, like it, comment your experience at these government agency centers under the comment section. And also don't forget to subscribe to Spade TV. Tap on the notification bell so that as soon as a new video is dropped, you'll be the first to see it. I'll see you in the next one. Adios, my sister.
Hello, abusiafo. But Sunburst medicated powder. Now on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one yes, see, never good out at all. About cock, I'm a what so.
Or don't. It's what now I'm why you say a crow.
Sakakarere, a yam, a crow, a juniper de aboso, and nunye, Sunburst medicated ointment, a bebwao.
Maposu, Nihuna to me.
Who when Pedro be Onia, meant na home man when I'm out and who when the massy. What posu complaining na, add so betra, Koto Sunburst herbal balm. You're from Mama Sunburst. Sunburst products, educhem.
Obenya Sunburst products, our pharmacies, any herbal shops in them. To phone friend 0551 907 393. FDA, I did Jadi and Kratoya too.